WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Almost went to another station all of a sudden for no reason. And our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in this segment is Jessica Franks. Jessica is the Taylorville Park District Recreation Director. Jessica, good to see you again this month.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me back.
As always. And we've been talking so much about the summer concert series, and for good reason. We've got 3 of them, and kind of feels like finally we got the first hurdle coming up this Friday.
Yes.
What do you want to share with the listeners out there about the first of our 3 summer concerts?
Well, we're just excited that they are all finally here. It's a lot of planning, a lot of prep just to get here, and then everybody gets to show up for an event that hopefully goes off without a hitch. It should be a great time.
And it's Taylorville.
Yes.
Is a Taylor Swift tribute band. What do you know about them in terms of some of the music, maybe the lineup that they're going to be playing?
I do not know the lineup at all. I mean, I just know it's all going to be Taylor Swift. It could be pre-pop. It's going to have some country in there too, just from the early days. But yeah, we're excited to have them. I mean, it's a really an act that's growing in popularity, and they are just starting to pop up everywhere. So they're going to be awesome.
And so that'll be this Friday. And wrapped in that is apparently a look-alike contest too.
So the contest will start at 7:00 just before the band comes on. So we are going to start signing up participants 30 minutes before. So at 6:30 you can come and get registered. There are 3 different groups. So this is mainly focused more on the kids. So it's going to be 0 to 6, 7 to 12, and 13 to 18. And so you just come dressed in your best Taylor Swift outfit from any time period that she has. And so then there's first, second, and third prizes are $100, $50, and $25. So it's actually you're going to leave there with a check for your winning outfit. And so then as soon as that contest is over, then the band will come on, and we're just really excited to be able to add that in. It's just another thing that Carol Alexander had donated the funds for the summer concerts, and she donated additional for us to be able to put this on too. So it's pretty awesome to be able to do. And then we're going to have an awesome guest MC for that competition. So
I hear he's one of our own, Mr. Leroy Clamola, that will be joining us out there for that. I almost want to go out there just to see that man do his work. So
in action.
I see him in action, but not that type of action, not all the time. So Leroy helping with that look-alike contest, 6:30 p.m., ages 0 through 6, 7 through 12, 13 through 18. First place gets you 100. Second gets you 50, third gets you 25.
Yes, sir.
So put that additional money and the potential earnings you might make towards that outfit.
Yes.
Maybe boost.
Exactly.
Maybe boost what you could get.
Yes.
Taylorville coming to Manners Park. The concert stage. I want to ask you about that. I know that was something that we needed to get.
Yes.
That's in hand, I would assume.
It is. We have it. It's a very large stage. Well, you can make it whatever size you want, but it goes up to the size that they're going to need. And it's something that was going to be a significant expense if we had to rent it for every event that we had. So it takes about 6 different rentals to come up with the price that we paid for it. And it's being used 4 times just this summer. So we're already well on our way to recouping back what we would have lost if we just rented all the time. So it's awesome. It looks very, very nice, and we're really glad to have it. We'll be able to use it for Christmas, for the movies in the park and things like that too. So it's going to get a significant amount of use. So it'll be great to have.
Where's the plan to set it up?
It's going to be under the Chautauqua building.
Okay.
So then I know we're anticipating some rain, and the show goes on. All of these will go on, but they're all going to be covered. So that'll be set up right under the edge of the Chautauqua building. And then we're also pulling in bleachers to set around the edges so more people can fit underneath there. So still bring your chairs and blankets and things like that. But if it's raining and we have to try to fit a lot more people under there, there'll be a little bit of extra seating with the bleachers.
So maybe just in case an umbrella or a rain jacket.
Yes, for sure.
Or just get there early and maybe you can
Yes.
secure your spot.
Do come early. I mean, we will have a lot of people out there helping with parking and things like that. We're going to have the food trucks all set up. We've got 4 different food vendors out there. And so we're really excited about that. They're going to be set up right outside of the Chautauqua building. And so you'll have access to that too. But yeah, if it's raining, it's going to make stuff not as awesome, but maybe we'll catch a break and have a little bit of downtime and be able to do it. It's going to be awesome.
I didn't even think about that potential for weather, but using the Chautauqua in that manner helps in that regard as well.
It does.
This is a first for you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about it right now as we get into it?
We did the one last year. And that one was significantly smaller than this one. This one really was kicked up a notch, but really we wouldn't be able to do an event like this had we not had the community donation by Carol. So it's pretty big, you know, unless in the future other people come in and say they want to, you know, sponsor an event of this size. They won't normally be this big. This is going to be the biggest thing that the Park District has done so far. So you want to, you know, you get a little nervous about it. You want to make sure everybody's going to be safe. You know, we've got police, fire, EMA are all involved with this. We've all been working together to make sure that we are prepared for anything that may happen. So I think we're ready. We're all just ready to see how the event unfolds.
I was going to say, because right now it's kind of that period where you've already done all the work, but now you're just kind of sitting with that anxiousness of actually accomplishing it and getting that complete.
Yes.
Anything else when it comes to Taylorville coming to Taylorville?
No, I think we're just ready to go.
And a big thanks to Carol Alexander for her donation and helping put that on. A lookalike contest. Get out there at about 6:30. You could have your chance at a prize of $100 for first place, second for $50, and third for $25, depending on the age bracket that you fall into. The very following day, we've got another community event coming to the Chautauqua.
Yes, that's the Rhythm of Community Unity event. This is several local churches that have gotten together, and they are all doing just different little small sets of music. Each group is bringing their own from their church and just going to take turns and have a little event like that. Just a great way to bring some different worship music and stuff to the park as well.
And that's a first for them this year.
It is. It is. So this is not a park sponsored or organized event. This is the churches actually coming together and doing it. So it's really awesome to see everybody be able to work together on it. I hope it goes very well for them.
I do too, especially after talking to Kim earlier this week. Rhythm of Community Unity, that will be Saturday afternoon, I believe, is more around that start time.
It is. I think it's a 4 p.m. start for them. Yes.
I try to remember all these different events.
You're doing great.
Sometimes it gets a little jumbled. That doesn't stop there for the month of June for you guys, because now we're getting into some of the movies that we're doing.
Yes. Very excited.
And so at the end of June, you've got the first that we're going to be playing.
Yes, that one is Wicked. And that movie is sponsored by McLean here in Taylorville. And we actually did get the sing-along version. It may not be for everybody, but the music in that movie is amazing. Adults and kids, everybody. I mean, I thought it was a great movie. I look forward to the next one coming. But that one we are very excited about. So it'll be 7 p.m. start. And that one's free to the public also under the Chautauqua building, and free popcorn that's also sponsored by McLean. So we'll have a little Pepsi vendor area there where we'll be selling drinks and other concessions, but the movie and the popcorn are free. And
as somebody that just watched that I utilized a little bit of playing time to do so. I didn't realize it was part 1, and then they're actually moving to a part 2.
Yes.
And as a guy that doesn't sing, isn't really into the musical acts, I thought it was really well done.
I loved it. It's not my forte either, but I thought the movie was great.
And sometimes when you can break that barrier and reach somebody, you know,
yes.
I was actually pretty well impressed, considering there's just not a whole lot of new movies even being made and things like that. So I think that'll be a great one. Friday, June 27th. What was that start time again?
That's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. And a big thanks to McLean for helping that be put on, and for the free popcorn. And the only thing you've got to pay for maybe is your drinks.
Yes.
So there's other updates when it comes to Janes Park. One that might stand out for some would be kind of like trying to get some tennis courts and things of that nature.
Yes.
That project. But there's also been some other projects and updating that's been done to TMA, by TMH, but down at Janes Park. What can you tell me
Yes.
there?
So yesterday, a great group from the hospital came out. They organize groups all across, actually, through Memorial. They go out and do different community service projects. And their project yesterday was coming to Janes Park, and they repainted the concession stand and the restrooms. So it looks great. A lot of the stuff we're trying to move to a more neutral color anyway. So whenever they reached out and needed something to do, we were glad, because it was something we wanted to do, but they knocked it out in just a couple of hours, something that would have probably taken, one or two of our guys all day. So it was awesome to get done. A lot of work has been done inside. It looks amazing in there by Red Bland. And so now the outside can match the inside. So
Very nice.
it's a great addition. And then we're also going to be putting up a flagpole out there. They have not had a flagpole out there in the past. So Furlove has, they are purchasing a flagpole and a flag to go out there at Janes Park. So a lot of good things going. And I know you mentioned tennis. I work on that constantly. Got some grant applications in and community fundraising, but we'll get there on that. We're working towards it.
And so I think a facelift to Janes Park will be a nice thing.
Yes, anything that we can do out there. I mean, it's a great community, and they deserve to have a great looking park out there too. So we're working towards it.
Kind of figured out the parking out there a little bit too. There were some causes for concern about some of the parking, or maybe blocking driveways and things like that. But that's been shored up a little bit.
It has a little. I mean, they got permission to be able to use additional parking there with the fair. And so whenever we have big events out there, it's where it's in town, and we do get landlocked with parking. And so when JFL is out there, or it's a big day for Red Bland, it could be pretty busy, but we try our best to fit everybody in as best we can.
And having that additional parking at your disposal helps too.
It does.
Janes Park, I'm happy to see that those things are moving over there for that. Anything else when it comes to Janes Park, though?
No, I think that might be it for right now.
So we will take our first break of the show here. And we are joined by Jessica Franks, Recreation Director with the Taylorville Park District. We talked the Summer Concert Series, the first for this year. That's coming up this Friday, and a lookalike contest that's wrapped with that. Saturday, they'll have the Rhythm of Community Unity event. It's not a park-sponsored event, but it will be at the Chautauqua and Manners Park. And then Friday, June 27th, Wicked will be playing. That is free to you and family, and popcorn is available there all day as well. Let's take our break. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Your information station, WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM morning show here on your information station. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us again in this segment is Jessica Franks, Taylorville Park District Recreation Director. We talked their summer concert series and some other events that are going to be coming up with them as well. Every month, we've got a few different events like senior lunches, Kids Are Kids dance.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to share there?
No, really, they're consistently available to the public there. Tomorrow is senior lunch. So that's hamburgers and hot dogs. And then everybody just brings a side or a dessert. You don't have to, you're not required to. It's just something that they started doing, they enjoy doing. And so that's always available. Anyone is able to come there. We had a lady that came in that was retired and just a little over 60. Can I come? Absolutely, you can come. It's open to anyone. It's called Senior Lunch. She's retired. She just needed a place to go. So we welcome everybody. We would love to see more people be able to come, but it's increasing in popularity. So I love to see that each month. And then Kids Are Kids is the third Friday of every month. And they always are doing just such awesome, fun stuff with the kids, not only there, but outside of there. They're involved in so much. It's a great program to get involved with.
Now that I'm thinking about it, summer camp.
Yes.
Has that started?
It is. It's full swing. We have been having a ball, and I go down there every day and just get to hang out with the kids. But we've been doing so much stuff without the pool. I know a lot of people were concerned, what are the kids going to do? And we've had visitors every day coming in, or different projects that they do, field trips. Last week they went to the newspaper. Tomorrow they're going to the zoo. I mean, they're just all over the place. We're in the summer reading program at the library. We can walk to the library. We've got cooking classes, or the chief of police, the mayor, all kinds of different people come in every day and do stuff with the kids. So it's awesome.
We're finding a way to keep it busy.
Absolutely.
And if I remember right, too, we were thinking about using the YMCA pool maybe once a
week.
We
do. We've been there once already, and we'll go again next month. Once a month, we're going to do that. And then they end the summer season with a trip to Knott's Action Park. So there's just always something for them to do.
And for you, I have to imagine like just being able to go down there and just kind of hang out for a little bit.
It's pretty fun. It's a nice break. I need to go down there and make sure everything's okay, talk to the employees, get all the concerns, make sure everybody's safe. But it's just nice to see the kids and see that they're happy. They're enjoying it. Like I said, even without the pool, they love it. And some have even said, maybe we don't always have to go to the pool every day. And you thought, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That they would really just enjoy doing so much other stuff. So it's awesome to see.
When you leave a loaded slate in front of kids, I mean, you're going to forget about, and so I think that's been perfect for you guys in terms of actually keeping it busy, and there are plenty of things to do that way.
Oh, there is. It
doesn't have to be all about swimming.
No.
Doesn't have to be.
No, yesterday they were doing karate. So we brought somebody in, Joe, that has a karate studio here, and he came in and did a little lesson with the kids. So.
They're still tired at the end of the day.
They are.
We're kicking and
we're
swinging.
sending them home the way the parents probably hope they would.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. So I figured that had already gotten its start. I just haven't seen you since that time.
Great.
So glad to hear that is going well. That's through about August 14th-ish.
It will, the week before the kids go back to school. So I think it's the 8th is their last day.
The 8th is their last day. I know they keep pushing the school calendar up a little bit, it feels like.
Yes.
Thankfully, we're out and done with that. But anything else? Park District, anything else, Jessica, that is in the works? Or
well, just the other concerts that are coming up, and we have another movie, and we're always just working on everything else. I mean, I'm knee deep into Christmas, and that's crazy to me because it's June. But Friday, July 11th is the Stone Cold Cowboys. And so that's the 90s country night. And that's also the first time that we're ever going to have the Taylorville car cruise there. So that's in conjunction with Small Town Taylorville and the 40 mile per hour club. So what's normally on the square is going to move to the park, and we're still going to have the food trucks and the concert out there. So that I think is going to be great. I mean, the car show with the Stone Cold Cowboys, I think is going to be awesome. And the same thing with the Eagles concert on August 1st. So that's a tribute to the Eagles, but the car cruise will be out there that night also. So you're going to get the Eagles with the car cruise. So a lot of fun coming up, and I'm excited about it. Like to see everybody else getting excited about it.
And it's nice to see all that hard work coming to fruition.
It is. It's a lot of prep and a lot of getting stuff together, and nobody knows that. You can't expect them to. They just want to show up to an event that there are no issues. And so I'm crossing my fingers and feel like I think I've done the best I can. So
That is Jessica Franks, Recreation Director with the Taylorville Park District. Thank you, Jessica, for joining us again here this month. You're listening to WTIM, and our morning show is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville.